Hello guys, welcome back to Motorsport Manager, the Fire Fantasy 19 mod, the Kegman edition with me, Keg Man Plays. Fucking nailed it for once. How are we today? Hopefully we're all fantastic, hopefully we're all doing well. So, let's go into this very quickly. We are developing in the car beautifully. We have got a couple of engines made, as you can see here. We've already put those on the vehicle. And has not really improved the engine situation that much. No. So I reckon we're going to struggle again. I think we're going to struggle again. What happened in the last race? Last race I ballsed up. That was it. That's what happened in the last race. I ballsed up. We had Carroli finishing in 23rd, Sato finishing in 15th. We started off 10th and 11th. So I ballsed up big time. We do have Singapore today. It could be an interesting race. Sponsorship wise, I took Gillette for some upfront money. We just don't have money at the moment. Sponsorships are not coming in. So I'm hoping over the next couple of races we can do really well. Get a replacement for this Nordica one. We are currently hemorrhaging £1.125 million a race. But there are a couple up fronts here. So that's an up front. That's an up front. The Black & Decker was up front as well. So I would argue that if those three weren't up front, then we'd be making money. But not much, not much. We are currently developing another engine. I'm trying to get us to the point where we can make big engines. I'm trying to develop these as quickly as possible. So I haven't gone for like plus max or anything like that. I'm just going with what I can get. I want to maximize my engine production and then my engine performance before getting straight into the suspension. What else has happened? Not a lot, but I do need to preface with something here. So you'll only get, for the next 2, maybe 3 weeks, 2 videos a week out of me, I'm afraid. So it'll probably be Monday, Friday. The reason behind that is my daughter, my eldest daughter, as many of you know, I may have mentioned it a few times, will be here for 2 weeks. She'll be staying with me for 2 weeks. So I will be very busy entertaining 2 young girls. Not in that way, they are my children. So we're going to be doing a lot regarding that. I don't need this on, that's going to frustrate me if that's on anyway. So I'm going to be very, very busy. And I probably won't have time to do much in the way of recording. So I don't want to oversell myself. And I'll just say, you know, we're going to be doing that. I am still planning to stream. The reason behind that is I have... I know it's going to upset some of you for me saying this, and I know it sounds like I've bashed on you guys before in the past. I haven't. But I kind of have, I suppose. The reason I'm going to carry on doing the streams is because it's later at night, and it takes up less time of my day. And also I have a larger following on Twitch than I do YouTube. I also have and this isn't to demean you, I also have a sort of semi-financial commitment on there to people who are subscribed. So I'm going to lean more towards doing Twitch anyway, which I already do, as a lot of you know. And I will carry on doing that for the same amount. But I'll have to drop down the YouTube videos down to 2 a week for the next 2 to 3 weeks while she is here. And then we'll get ourselves back on track. I will try to make that up to you guys with a Motorsport Manager stream on Twitch. We'll bring back a Motorsport Monday. We'll get that sorted out, and we'll go from there. Hopefully that will make up for it. Hopefully, probably won't, but I'll do what I can. I'll try what I can. Anyway, we're off to a shit start with Sato here. I do apologise. I ate something a little while ago. I had a fish finger sandwich for my lunch, and it's repeating on me a little bit, and it's not nice. It's not nice to have things like that repeat on you. That's what I had, and that's what's repeating on me. So I'm going to go with that. Hopefully we'll get it right there. Kairoli's about to come in, and he's not going to be happy either. Very poor, okay poor. I mean, it's a little bit easier to work out than just very poor everywhere, but still a long way off the pace, so to speak. So handling-wise, we're not going to go too mad. Don't need to worry about that. Probably there. Cornering's probably gone a bit too far awry, and we definitely need to go to sort of here, I reckon, for the speed balance. Let's do that. See if that works for us. Send out. Let's go to speed 12, and we're going to go attack, overtake, of course. Bring you in. Attack, overtake. Bring you in. Back over to Sato, who should be coming in any second now. Tighten the times there, and we've got a good. So it's off to a better ability now. We're off to a better ability. We're off to a better idea of where we need to be. I think the cornering needs to go further away. I think the corner needs to sit around there. Handling's not going to be too far off, and the speed balance probably needs to come where were we before. Oh, you know what? I reckon speed balance might be okay there. I think we're going to stick with this, see what happens. Now, I'll be taking 95%. for both drivers, I think. Okay, excellent, okay. That's okay, we can work on that. Okay, excellent, okay, or was it okay, excellent, good? Okay, right. So we need to move the paw further away. Let's get the cornering sorted out first. So we can send the cornering to there. Handling down to where it needs to be. Speed balance, which way did we go? Oh. I don't know if we need to go further away or closer, you know. I'll try further away first and see what happens, but 82% is a starting point, I guess. Attack, overtake for both drivers, of course. Bring you in. Bring you in. Right, Sato. So yeah, so that's going to be the situation for the next few weeks, I'm afraid. Because I'm prioritising my children for obvious reasons. 89%, we need to send the good further away. We've gone down to okay. That's where we were. So the good wants to come shorter. Possibly to there. And then with the cornering, where were we before? If I drop the cornering away a little bit, that'll affect the handling up. That might get us to the 95, potentially. I don't think it will. Talking to children, she's still asleep. Sorry, still awake. I'm hoping I can go up there and sort her out and get her to go to sleep soon. But I very much doubt it. She's started recently refusing to sleep during the middle of the day, which does mean that in the evenings we get an earlier night. We get more time to ourselves in the evening. However, it does mean that my prime recording time is now diminished because I normally record during the middle of the day when she's asleep on my days off. Actually, at the moment, are just days off these days. I'm still waiting to hear back from work. So I don't know when I'll be going back to work yet. I went back for 2 weeks and now I'm at work. And it is god awful. So yeah, while things are up in the air, I'll probably be able to record still. But yeah, I don't know. It's a ball ache. It is an absolute ball ache. Anyway, Sato, let's see if you can get you to the 95% that we need. I do need to get you out on some race knowledge building. I've got a great. If it's 94, I'll take. I know I said 95, but 94 I'll take. 93, fuck. Right, okay. Where are we? Do I want to send that cornering just a touch further away? Because that'll affect both. That'll affect both of these when it just. Now, speed balance. If I can get that to go here, I reckon between that we might get closer. Then I'm going to have to let him run. I'm going to have to let him run, get the speed, the race knowledge and the tyre knowledge. Great, excellent, great. If it's 95, I'm super happy. If it's 96, I'll be even happier. 95, wonderful stuff. What I'm going to do then is, because we have got the 95, I am going to touch that just a second. I'm going to see which way it can go. We might be able to gain some more out of this. We might not. Actually, I think going that way might be the better option. If we do that, that's bang on. That could give us an extra percentage, but we're going to let him run now. That is his job now, is to get us knowledge. Do I want to bring Sato in for one more? 93% I'm not overly happy with. I'll bring Sato in. Kairoli's just going to run. I'm not going to worry about bringing him in, but I do need to get this race knowledge in. And tyre knowledge. So we'll bring you out. Alright, excellent, good, excellent. That's something. It's 96%. If we can get this handling back to where it needs to be. So if we do that, drop the cornering back to here, and then get the speed balance to there. If we can do that, that might get us the that extra little bit. But we're going to let you run now anyway. I'm 96% I'm happy with. 96% I'm very happy with. Just need the softs and the race trim now. Now I am going softs again, obviously. For the one-stopping situation, I do think we're better off doing that. Despite what happened in the last race, that was my fault. Wasn't my fault. I can't remember now. I think it was my fault. So yeah, we need to do this, and we are gonna race to a plan. We are gonna see that plan through. We do get level 3 for race trim and super soft tyres. We're gonna see this plan through. And yeah, it's going to work for us. It's going to work for us. We're going to get ourselves some points, more points than we did previously. I'm also aware that. Oh no, thank God for that. I didn't realise I was still watching a Twitch video in the background, but apparently I muted that. I'm not actually watching it directly now. I've got. I mean, I might be able to show you, but there is a Twitch video I'm watching in the background. I'm supporting a fellow creator. by just bumping their numbers, basically. they're a fairly new creator, and I thought I'd sit there and watch them, and I told them I'd be on alert, I'm bumping their numbers, basically, which is a good way of helping them get to affiliates. Right, car setup. Let's have a look. 94%. We'll go back to the 96% setup then. So where were we? I don't want to do it mid-race, that's the only problem. I'll take 96. We're going to go with Super Softs. We're going to give you the full laps. So it's 54 and 29. We should be able to do, if we don't go mental, we should be able to do this. Sato is in 21st and Kyroli starting in 10th. 95% we'll take. Tyre choice again, 35 to 37 and 33 laps. So we could push Kyroli to quite high sort of degrees. What was it, 54 laps did we say? I can't remember now. I'm going to have to go back and have a double check. Was it 54 laps we said? 33, 54, okay. So you can technically do 66. Yeah, we can give them a push to begin with. That's fine. But we are looking to take some points out of this. I think we can do something here today. We just need to keep to our race plan of not going mental on tyres. Kyroli straight up into 8th place. Sato does also gain a couple of positions. Now, Kyroli does have a faster engine last time around, as does Sato. So I'm hoping we're going to see a bit of more performance out of them. Kyroli gets himself up into 6th. I'm going to let them both run hard on tyres. Probably for the first 2 laps. Doing well considering everyone else around him is on Ultra Softs. He's going to drop a few positions here, unfortunately. Back down to 8th place. He's going to drop another position on this corner. Yeah, back down to 9th now. Sato struggling down in 19th. Kyroli looking to gain maybe a position or 2. Doesn't he? He's dropped down to 9th. Regained 8th. Good stuff. Now, Sato. Let's go over to Sato. Sato is looking to attack Ludwig and Van Voor. It's kind of getting close to doing it. But he's backed off again. Now, Kyroli's in a situation. He's in a pickle. He nearly lost 10th place. That's gained 8th in the process. Now, I am going to have to drop him down. Probably to conserve. I'm going to keep him overtaking. I'm going to do the same with Sato here. I'm going to get them both to drop down to conserve on the tyres. Just for now. They're going to lose a few positions. I'm going to keep them high on the fuel. Just for a little bit longer. I just want to get these tyre temperatures down. I know that Kyroli's going to lose positions. I know Sato's going to lose positions, but I do need to see these tyres out for a much larger portion of this race in order to keep to our game plan. Now, if you look at drivers like Gounon over here, he's really halfway through his tyres. He's not going to be able to race to this plan. He's not going to be able to do a one-stop. A lot of these other drivers around, I don't think they're going to be able to do one-stops either, unless they go onto softs. We're doing one-stops. Because that's how we roll. Tyre temperatures aren't coming down too quickly. Sato's got himself up into the points. He's up in 15th, which means we would now be 10th if we finish in these respective positions. We are going to keep it on a overtake for now on the fuel. In a little while we're going back to neutral, and we'll drop down the fuel to push. But we are burning through these tyres faster than people with ultra softs, and it's a little bit upsetting, which is why I'm trying to get this tyre temperature down. I do need these to be seen. I don't need them to be perfect, but I do need them to be seeing us a little way through. Let's go to neutral now. Let's go neutral and overtake. Neutral and overtake. I'm tempted to actually give Kyroli the attack push, as he's right on the tail of McDowell. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I need to be wary of tyre temperatures. Let's go to high for both drivers. Keep it on neutral. Those tyre temperatures are going up, aren't they? Yeah, those tyre temperatures have gone way back up. I should still be able to do this. I mean, how many laps we got? 48, 25. The 25 laps would bring us down to 23, and we get 35 to 37. Okay, yeah, no worries. I'm okay with this at the moment. It's everything else. Kyroli, let's go attack, overtake. See if we can gain a position or 2 back. I'm going to do the same for Sato, attack, overtake, just to a degree. Kyroli does regain 10th. He's also going to regain 9th from McDowell any second now. Got vibrations. That's the other thing as well. A lot of our parts do need working still, especially on reliability. Alright, so Kyroli is there. Let's go to high and conserve. We'll probably lose tyres, places again. Sato, I want to give it a little bit longer. I know he doesn't have the same tyre durability as Kyroli, for example. Talking of which, Kyroli has just lost the position again. But I need his tyre temperatures to come back down. Kegman is going into the pit. Let's go neutral. Fuck it, let's go neutral. Sato in 14th. Looking to take over Meri. does manage it to attack and destroy Marine. No, doesn't destroy him, but you know what I mean. So we're going to go medium neutral now. Kyrodi in 8th because Gunon was in the pit. We're a long way behind Guts. The top 7 are a much more powerful outfit than we are. But we will be playing around with tyre temperatures in the the latter half of this race. Now, the main thing is not burning through the fuel. We don't want to burn through this fuel too quickly, so we'll probably be pitting in... if we went 20 laps, which I don't think we would, because I don't think we've got enough to do that. We went 15 laps. We've got enough to see us through 15 laps. 15 laps bring us down to 29, and I think the maximum we can take up is 33. So that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that. That's fine. Carry on pushing at this sort of level will be good. Up into 8th and 12th now. Sato doing well. We'd be sitting in 10th, 1 point behind Team McLaren. It's just down to whether or not Sato can push himself out a little bit harder. He did start in 21st. Gaining 9 positions is decent. That's just if we can get a bit more out of this, that'd be handy. Right, Sato, talking about Sato, let's have a look. He is trying to hold off Jarvis. I'm tempted to drop down his tyres. He will lose positioning, but I do need him to really, more so than Kyrodi, I need him to conserve his tyres. We'll get him to go overtake to try and offset the loss in power. I'm also going to try and get Kyrodi to push now, because we are falling even further behind Jets. I think he's got enough on his tyres to not have to worry about things. Sato did drop down to 13th. Jarvis did overtake. It looks like Yanni will probably take him as well in a minute. But the tyre temperatures just need to come down desperately. Kyrodi, like I say, hopefully he's going to start closing down this gap. I don't think he is. At the very least, he should increase the gap between himself and McDowell. That is at 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. So yeah, that gap is increasing. This gap here is 6. Well, it's 5.7. If we can decrease this gap, I'll be happy. But at the same time, again, I need to worry about his tyres. 41 laps to go. It's time to go conserve. Or leave it on push or high on the fuel. We've got the fuel capabilities here. Sato is on 39% tyres. I am going to let him try to hold on to this position whilst only overtaking on or attacking on fuel. Oh, it's overtaking on fuel and conserving on tyres. Kyrodi still conserving. Has got roughly 3.1 or just around about 3 seconds distance between him and McDowell. He's also got that a little bit closer to Gertz, although I think Gertz is now starting to pull away. But I do need his tyres to be out a little bit longer. Not much longer, just that little bit longer. I need to get him to 24 possibly, so another 9 laps, and he should just about be able to do that. Should just be able to do that. Fuel-wise, 9 laps should be fine. Sato, again, tyre-wise, if I'm doing a one-stopper, ideally, he's going to do another 4 to 5. If not more, he's not going to do one-stoppers, as he's not going to get anywhere near a one-stopper. Right, in that case, I don't know what to do with Sato. I've let him run on those tyres a bit heavier for too long, which I thought would be a possibility. In fact, I knew it would be a possibility. So everyone else near us, Kyrodi's going to be coming into the pit. I mean, maybe Ludwig will keep up with us, and McDowell. Everyone else ahead of us is going to pit before us. The child is getting angry because she's refusing to sleep. I might have to go check on her in a second. Tyre temperatures are coming down, which is good. I may go back up to bring those down a little bit quicker. What I am going to do, however, is I'm going to pause this and I'm going to be back in a moment because she is kicking off big time. We'll be back in a moment. Right, that's resolved. I think. I hope. Anyway, let's carry on with the race. Where are we? Here we go. So, Kyrodi up in 7th. Berente 7 seconds ahead of him. Sorry. It's going to take me a little while to regain to where I was. I'll figure out where we are now. So, tyre temperatures are coming down for Kyrodi. I'm going to go conserve now for him. I will probably do a bit of backup for Sato, just for now. I want to try and get a bit more out of these tyres if possible. You know, do I? No, let's hit him. Let's bring him in. I know I'm going to have to pit him twice. I may as well just hit him. Yeah, screw it, we're going to hit him. I've completely fucked up my fucking race plan with him already. We're going to take a risky fast. I'm just gonna go for it with him. Kyrodi up into 5th. He does have Van Gisbergen on his tail on fresh tyres. So Van Gisbergen will probably get past us very, very quickly. I need him to carry on though. I need Kyrodi to continue on with our race plan here. Because 36 laps, I want to do a one-stopper. We can do it with the tyres, obviously, but we need at least 33 laps worth of fuel. So he needs to do another 3 laps at least. He's got more than enough fuel. I don't necessarily want to have to pit him and put in shit tons of fuel. But I do need him to go another 3 laps. At least. Now, Sato is out. I'm going to be letting him push for a long time on these tyres, I think. For a very long time. I think that's the plan with him. Coyote's up into second now. It will be for a very short amount of time, obviously. But I'm hoping that the one stopper that we're going to be doing is more than sufficient. Now, I'm quite happy to let him obviously go a little bit longer. I am going to drop the tyres, sorry, the fuel down to high. We are gaining distance from Van Gisbergen, but again, I know that we're going to get overtaken soon. So there's 2.2 seconds currently between us. Sorry, it's 2.1 seconds currently between us and Van Gisbergen. We are in first place for the time being. And we are, I want to say we're increasing our gap, which is good, but not like very quickly. Like I say, I do want to go a bit longer. This one stopper is definitely going to be the way we win this race, if we're going to win this race, which I'm not convinced about. I'm going to go high on the fuel, high on the push. You'll be able to gain something out of this, definitely, but I don't know what it's going to be yet, not a lot. 2.8 seconds, 2.9 seconds now for Coyote, 3 seconds. So we are gradually increasing our lead. We'll probably come in on the next lap. I don't want to come in on this one. 25% is doable. And then what I'll do for this last lap is I'm going to give everything on the tyres. Santa, what's happening in the rain? Alright, let's just pause this a second. Let's go to the pits, so they technically pause it. So 32 laps, we can get the fuel. It'll be 31 laps, so we'll have 33 laps of fuel to go in. They can do 35 on that. Yeah, I think this is now the time. Let's go attack. Let's go pit. Estimated lap 35. Let's fill up. We'll get the extra fuel on. Don't need to worry about fixing anything. I will take a balanced as opposed to a fast. So I don't need to risk anything with him, really. And at the moment, we should be able to increase this gap a little bit. Not huge amounts, but if we've got a slightly larger gap going into the pit, then that would be useful. 3.8 seconds, we might be able to get it to 4.1, 4.2 if we're lucky. And I'm going to get ready to go to neutral, 4.1 and 4.2, right, neutral. So we are going to drop a few positions, fully expecting it. I'm fully expecting to go down to about 15th. We've got the excess fuel. We are down in 13th, 12th actually, sorry, and we're going to keep you on neutral for now. Don't need to worry about you so much. Sato over here, he is trying desperately to catch up. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. I'm going to get him to go... Oh, wait, no, neutral there. I'm looking at the wrong person. We're going to go attack, and we're going to go overtake for Sato. I want him to catch up. I know I've got to do one more pit. So what I'm going to do is make the most of these tyres. I'm going to destroy these tyres, get a bit of fuel out, bring him in for his final pit, and then I'm going to try and see him out now, because my one-stop idea with him is just not going to work. It clearly hasn't worked. But Coyote's holding on to 10th, which is good. We do have the excess fuel, which we're going to make the most of. Pierre Guidi is going to have to pit soon as well, so I'm not too concerned about him overtaking me just yet. Although I am tempted to stick it on a overtake and maybe push just for now, as there's a big group of people catching up who are probably all pushing. Some of them are pushing. But I want to stay ahead of them when they go into their pit. I don't want to destroy my tyres at the same time. I kind of want to be using them to a degree to make the most of it. I do have a bit of excess, obviously, we know that. If we can regain a couple of positions, which we haven't been able to do, that would be handy. Right, we're going to go down to conserve and push. Like I say, a lot of these drivers have got pit still. We do have better tyres, but that's fine. Like I say, Sato, I know, is going to have to ruin his tyres. I think a lot of these guys here aren't going to be able to see this race out either. So they're going to have to pit. As long as we can keep within a certain time frame of them, we're golden. Let's go down to neutral. Let's go speed 12. And let's go from there. So we are going to drop positions, but I'm not overly fussed. Haas is going to have to pit soon. Dumont is going to have to pit soon. Sato up in 13th. Right, let's get you to go push and high for now. So I don't really need you or want you overtaking Coyote. It doesn't really matter if he does. But he's going to be coming in on the next lap. So, actually, no, if you go attack, and then as you come around here, right, now you're going into pit. 29.31 should see you through. If we chuck 26 laps worth of fuel in you, and we'll worry about a risky fast one too. Right, let's go speed 2. You're going to allow your teammate through, sorry. You're going to go push, and yeah, that'll see you through then. Coyote, I still need you to get your tyre temperatures down. I don't want to give you too much of an excess. I want to hold on to some of your excess, actually. So we're only 24. We only got 1 lap of excess. I might need to use the overtake there. Might need to use the overtake. So we're back up to 10th now. That's good. We're going to go to neutral here. We're going to keep it on high, conserve and high still here. So yeah, I think we're okay. Like I say, everyone ahead of us. We're within 30 seconds of first place. Everyone ahead of us needs to pit. I think Sato's race is more or less over. 49 seconds behind. It's only 16 seconds behind Cairoli. 18 seconds behind Cairoli. We might be able to give him a little bit of a shunt, but I don't know how much of a shunt he'll be able to take. I'll leave him now. I'll just leave him doing what he's doing for now. He does have the excess fuel, obviously. Cairoli up in the 10th is no different to where it was before. I'd say more or less everyone ahead of us is going to have to pit. I'm tempted. How many laps can you get on these? You've got 25, 21 laps to go. I don't really want to push that too much. I want to, but at the same time I can't. There's going to be a certain amount of me not wanting to do that. I've got to try and go neutral for a bit to bring the fuel temperature, sorry, the fuel usage down from where it was. I'm going to go medium there. I'm going to get higher temperatures. I want to stick just under the red, but I want a little bit more excess. Not much more excess, just a little bit more excess for when we need it. So let's go back to high and conserve in a moment. We've got 1.4. 1.3. Let's go high and conserve now. I think Yanni's going to catch up to us. He's on faster tyres. I've got no sort of reservations about that happening. We didn't get ahead of Guts or Tandy, so that could be an issue then. That really could be an issue because they've got fresh tyres now and they're going to see the race out on those tyres. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done a one-stopper. We do have a little bit of excess fuel still. How many laps to go? 18. Okay, we've got 18.85. Your tyres are 23 to 25. We've got 5 excess. Okay. If you go neutral then, Sato, how many laps can you do on these? 24, 26. You are more than fine. I'll keep you going where you are. Right, let's go speed 12. We'll try to keep Yanni off. I think a 9th place finish would be decent for us. It's whether or not we can keep that person off us. And then Team McLaren are going to be pulling away big time. Team McLaren are going to be pulling away big time. And I promised 7th place this season. Cairoli did gain it back, has lost it. He's still got 9th though because of the pits. I'm just hoping, but because it's still early doors, there's going to be a few drivers who you can't really go the whole race without having to come in and pit and get things repaired. Right, attack, overtake very, very quickly, Sato. You've got the opportunity now to gain a couple of positions, so I'm going to put the ball in your court. I'm going to leave you to it actually as well. Cairoli on the back end of Fim. Do I want to do anything with you? Not sure yet. Not sure yet. Let's go medium neutral again for you because you're gonna well, go conserve high because you're gonna destroy those tyres soon if you're not careful. Talking to destroying tyres, conserve and high over here, please. Yeah, Dow's gonna have to pit soon. Thim is gonna have to pit soon. Yanni's gonna have to pit soon. Parente's gonna have to pit soon. I don't think anyone else around us is going to. Ledegar will. Hasa should see this out. It's just whether or not we can hold on to some points. Obviously, the more points we get, the better. Sato up into 19th, has just overtaken Pierre Guidi. I'm quite happy to let him carry on doing what he's doing. We need to watch the fuel over here on Cairoli, because he's just about under where we need to be fuel-wise. So I've got to let him run for a bit, which means I'm going to have to go neutral, which means these tyres are going to get absolutely monstered. Sato in 18th, at least within the sponsorship objective. Not that we get bonus sponsorship objectives. As long as we've got one of them above 18th, we'll get the money. But it would be nice to get something else of that. Parente in the pit. Parente is just coming out of the pit ahead of Cairoli, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Right, so we've got 42, we've got 12, 13 laps left to go. Let's go speed 12. I don't think we're going to be able to do much more. Finn is going into the pit, so Cairoli will be able to do something about that. We do have excess fuel now, which is good. So what we're going to do, not much excess fuel though, so I'm not going to worry about trying to really force it. I had thought about it, but I'm not going to. You do have excess fuel, however, so we can go attack and conserve for you. And Cairoli is trying to keep Ludwig off his tail. Sorry, Yanni, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes into the pit on this particular run. Yeah, he's in the pit now, so we're going to go attack, overtake, drop it back down to medium and neutral. So we're back up into 8th. Sato is nowhere near Lotterer. He's still 2 seconds behind Lotterer. Kyroli, how much can you do on these fucking tyres, mate? Just so I know. 15 to 17. Okay, we've still got a bit of excess. Still a bit of excess with regards to the tyres. So running on neutral on higher temperatures might be okay. That might be okay. We'll have to keep a close eye on him. Sato, do I want to get you to go neutral? How many can you do on these? 15 to 17. So you're similar sort of position. Yeah, let's go neutral. Let's go high. Because you really burnt through that fuel. Fuck me, you burnt through that fuel real quick. It was 14 a second ago, down to 11. You had like 3 or 4 fucking laps worth of fuel more than you needed. Now you're down to 1.5. Right, it's 9 laps remaining. We've got about half a lap worth of excess fuel. Honestly, I'm happy with 8th place if we can hold on to it. Need to keep Ludwig off our case. 1.3 seconds between us and Ludwig. He's on faster tyres. He's on better quality tyres as well. And that gap has dropped down to 1.1. So I'm assuming he's going to push a little bit. No, he's not pushing at all. It's just the faster tyres are keeping him in it. Right, let's go high. I want to use some of this excess now. Sato trying to overtake Lotterer. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. I don't really want to risk pushing him too much. I could, though. I could. Let's go attack, overtake, see if he gains it. Just wanted to check Kyroli. So, Sato does cut on the inside of Lotterer. He's up into 16th for now. Let's go high and neutral again. Kyroli has gone high still. Trying to increase that gap between him and Ludwig. 7 laps to go. You've got 10. Do I want to bring that down? Probably not. I do need to go back down to medium here, though, because we're going to run out of fuel otherwise. That gap between us and Ludwig has closed again already. 2.1 seconds. As soon as we've done that, it closed up again. Sato, could we get you a point? It would be nice to get you a point. A point would bring us that a little bit closer. Right, go attack, overtake, just for a little bit. Just for a little bit, so you can catch up with Hasa. I would like you to overtake Hasa, please, mate. Go on, do it. Do it. As soon as he does that, I'm going to drop the tyres down to neutral. Driving style down to neutral, but I'm going to keep the engine mode higher for a little bit. There we go. Right, so I'll keep the engine mode higher just for a touch. So he's on the points, which is good. Let's go high now. We do have excess still with Kyroli. 5 laps to go, 5.17. That's fine. The gap between us and Ludwig is at 2.5 seconds. The gap between us and Tandy is 3.7. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. We have something damaged. That's fine. There's only 5 laps to go. We've gone straight past Tandy, I believe that was. Who was that? It was Guts, actually. Guts got an issue with his car. I think he's either ran out of fuel or his car is broken down. One of the two. It doesn't matter, though. We're gaining positions. Sato should overtake him as well for another position. He's up into 13th for now. The Ridge driver's in the pit. Mary is in the pit. 13th and 7th would be very, very nice, to be fair. We do have excess fuel on both drivers. Don't really have excess tyres. In fact, we really don't have excess tyres for Kyroli. I've let him go a little bit too long, it seems. Let's back up on those. How many can you do on those? 4 to 6. Yeah, I need to back up. We're going to use the excess fuel for now. Because his tyres, he's on rims now. He's going to have some real proper tyre degradation. I don't have time to bring him into the pit to get them changed over. Same for you, Sato. You're going to carry on pushing on high on your fuel, but I really need you to get your tyre temperatures down. I should have managed those a little bit finer. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Right. We may fuck up here. We may fuck up big time here. We've only got 2 laps to go. We've only got 2 laps to go. If we've got the... Oh, I don't really have the excess for 2 laps, unfortunately, for Kyroli. If we go medium and again conserve, that will be a little bit better. If we go conserve now, 3.3 seconds between Huss and Ludwig. Sato, how are you getting on over here, mate? You have 1.4 seconds between 1.3 seconds between you and Hasa. His tyres are in a worse condition than yours, though. Let's go conserve for you. So medium conserve for both drivers now, or high and conserve and medium conserve for Kyroli. We've only got to get through this lap, I believe, which is good. I will just give him that little final push towards the end there if I have to. As the race over, I'm going to go to Sato. Is he in a position where he can attack someone? Probably not, but let's go for it anyway. Attack, overtake. You never know. Might be able to get something on this corner. No, no chance. No chance. But 7th and 12th is not bad. He's saying it's a complete disaster. It's not. That's not bad. It's not up there. It's not the 7th place I promised, but it's up there. That's the main thing. It is up there. It is close to being what we want. And that's one of the main things. It's close to being what we want. And what we want is points. Points. What have I missed? I'm just having a quick look at something. Okay. Okay, right. Let's continue on. And see where we are. What's this on? Oh, cool. Sorry, just come off the game for a second there. I was just responding to something online. Right, so we've achieved our target. We've made a bit of money. We're still hemorrhaging cash. Kairoli finished 7th. Takuma Sato finishes 12th. That finishes us, well, it puts us in 10th overall. We are 10 points behind our target of 7th place, which is GRT Grasser, which is fine. It's fine. I think Bossman's not going to be overly happy. I think we are well below the 7th. I think we probably finished 9th there overall. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what gets on. Hopefully we've done enough to appease him and push our marketability up. I don't think the marketability is going to go up, though. He's happy we came 6th overall. If marketability goes up, that'd be useful right about now, but I don't think it has. I'm sure it's taken a hit. It's top 15, marketability -5. No, it did go up slightly. And top 10, marketability +6. It's because of the top 10. That's helped it out a little bit. So his happiness has gone up. I haven't actually asked him for cash yet. I do need to ask him for some money. A financial injection. Which we're going to do now. Because that financial injection will probably pay for a engine. And an engine, sorry. Not a engine, an engine. And an engine is going to be useful. Very useful. Or at least pay for a bit of an engine. So I'm going to ask him for the money now. Don't need it right now, but we might need it long term. I need to work on the headquarters too. So that's something else I need to do is look at the headquarters. Let's go to finances. Let's request the additional funds. 2 million. Oh, that'll definitely do an engine. That'll definitely do an engine. He's not happy, obviously. The job's at risk, apparently. Let's check the scouting crew or the pit crew. Cashmore could be decent. He's better than Evans, so well, Evans' refueling is okay. Krem, possibly. It's finding someone who doesn't necessarily work for me. Like this dude here. His tyres are 15. It's just finding that one person that I can replace. Like this guy here. Exceeds there. He's 1 on fuel. Fixing parts. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. I'm gonna get rid of Gate. That's fine. That's fine. That's a nice little upgrade and addition to the pit crew. Let's have an interview of RTL. One of your drivers better. Not answering. If I don't answer that, marketability goes down. So I'm going to say Matteo Cairoli. His morale goes up. It doesn't affect Sato. But if I had picked, I don't have a favourite, it would have knocked my marketability back. And I need my marketability higher because we do have a sponsorship opening up in 1 race's time. How are we looking car-wise? That's going to be that. Anyway, guys, we're going to call it an end to the episode there. Like I say, there will only be 2 episodes this week, next week, and probably the week after, while I try to get things sorted out. Well, I say sorted out. Well, I'm trying to have some good time with my daughter, who I don't get to see that often. So hopefully you guys understand. I will be about when I see you, and I'll see you when I see you. I'll be live on Twitch just after this video goes out. So if you're watching this within the first few hours of this video going live, you're more than welcome to join me over on Twitch, where we'll probably be playing some Football Manager. I do need to get community games sorted out again soon, but we're figuring out what we're doing. Anyway, guys, you take care. I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.